And that's the short version of how I ended up checking into a mental health facility under a false name, with my lip hair grown out to my chin and smelling like I hadn't showered in days, because I hadn't. I checked myself into a hospital because I wasn't checking in anywhere else. I wasn't checking in with me, I wasn't checking in with God, and I sure wasn't checking in with others. Since then, I've been passionate about sharing what I've learned, what I'm still learning, about the importance of checking in. Now, Michelle, you're thinking, what are you even talking about? Checking in? Is that some clinical term or recovery phase? Maybe. I don't know. All I can tell you is that I had to come up with some sort of process that would keep me healthy for the days when I struggle more than others, and for the long term. Here's how I see it. In no particular order, all three of these practices work together for the best result, the best you. Check in with God. I know what you're thinking. Well, duh, we should always be checking in with God. But I'm not talking about the on-the-go prayers we pray in a knee-jerk way, though there's nothing wrong with those. I'm talking about carving out consistent time to be gut level with God. Because until we start talking to Him regularly in an honest, sometimes R-rated way, our check-ins with God will be on the surface. When we can look at ourselves and say, God, I acknowledge we've got a hot mess over here, but I know you can help fix it. Then we will see life change and freedom. Check in with you. Sometimes this is the hardest habit to get into. We're busy. We're tired. And when we get a minute alone, we want to check out, not in. But this step matters, because we can't be honest with anybody until we've been honest with ourselves. We have to get into the habit of looking in the mirror and asking tough questions. Heck, take yourself on a date. Put it on the family calendar. And we've got to be kind to ourselves. Some of us are walking around cussing ourselves up one side and down the other. We wouldn't be friends with somebody who talked to us the way we talk to ourselves. Check in with others. This one has become so incredibly important to me. If it weren't for that person picking up the phone that summer day in 2018, I literally don't know what would have happened to me. The people I checked in with the night before I checked myself into a mental health center were a pastor friend and his wife. I had cultivated a relationship with them over time that made me feel safe enough to tell them the truth, the whole truth. They prayed with me. They said they loved me and didn't judge me. They told me that if I needed help, I should get it, and fast. That conversation gave me the courage to make another call to my therapist. She helped me find a center to check into. Checking in with those people may have saved my life. We need honest, real, vulnerable relationships, and we can't expect them to fall in our laps. We have to nurture and grow them. And sometimes we have to seek out people whose lives look the way we'd like ours to look. You usually hear about pursuing people in dating, but the same goes for friendships. Healthy people can add value to our lives, and we shouldn't be afraid to pursue those people as friends. Then in turn, we can add that same value to others' lives. These three practices don't come naturally to me. I'm a very private person and don't open up to anyone easily. And even though I still have a ways to go, I'm more content, more confident, more me, and freer than ever. I pray this book you're listening to reveals to you the grueling lessons I had to learn about staying checked in with myself, with God, and with a handful of healthy people who love me enough to tell me the truth. Can we consider this book one long check-in? If so, keep listening, because I'm holding nothing back. Chapter 1. The first thing I do when I check in at a hotel is look at their room service menu. I don't need Egyptian cotton sheets or turn-down service, and I don't even travel with my own fancy pillow. But I do enjoy some quality room service. I will critique an entire establishment based solely on what they have on their room service menu. No grilled cheese or peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I immediately judge the entire establishment. Listen, hotels, we're out traveling. We're not in our homes, so we're going to need our